Good morning, fellow gardeners. Well, I'm back with you again today. So many people are calling me and want to know where can they get those red mineral tubs that the cattle lick the mineral out of, and when you're not in cow country, then you can't get them. So nothing says this tub that you grow in has to be round. You know, plants will grow in a square tub the same as they will in a round tub. So let me tell you what I've done. I went over to Sam's last week and I bought one of these big black totes here with a yellow lid. 27 gallon. Holds about the same amount as my 25 gallon tub does. So all you got to do is take one of these, put your gallon buckets in there. Okay, this comes from Sam's, $7.88 at Sam's, a black bucket with a yellow lid. You can see it's a big container. Hey, this is big enough you can grow 2 tomatoes, 4 or so peppers. You can put probably a dozen lettuce in here or so. I'd put 2, 4, 6, 8, and 3 in the middle. So I'd be 11 lettuce in there, or 11 spinach. Hey, folks, just go get something like this. This works just as good. It's just not real expensive. Anyway, I want you to see what this looked like. And like I say, this comes from Sam's wholesale. They belong to Walmart, you know that. And all you got to do is either set your jugs in there good and tight and pull a couple of them out of the middle. You know, you're going to put probably 2, 4, 6, 8. I wish I'd some in there. Maybe on the sides would be enough. Soil, just put you 2 rows, or put a row on each side down there tight as you can, and leave the soil middle in the middle open. You don't have to put any cloth in there over jugs. Now if you put pipe long ways, I'd probably put about 3 pieces of 4-inch from end to end, and then you're gonna have to close the ends of those pipe up now, of those black pipe, those French drains. Put something over the end of them so the soil can't go in them. You got 3 pipes going from one end to the other. Put your soil on each side and get after it and grow, fill it up. Okay, this is the one that comes from Sam's. Look here, I was over at Office Depot a while ago, and look here what I found. One just about like it. It's made by a different company. It's a little bit taller than the other one, just a hair. Okay, same difference, same size of tub. It's just about just a little, it won't fit together, but so what? Another good tub. I paid $9 for this one at Office Depot. And you could put you 3 pieces of 4-inch pipe, or you can put you about 2, 4, 6, 8 gallon jugs, or a whole bunch of half a gallons, or whatever. The thing you want to do, a rule of thumb, is I want that bottom covered up with pipe or jugs or cans to where you only have about 10 to 15% of the bottom exposed to the soil that you put in there. I want pipe or jugs over 75, 80%, 80 to 90% of that bottom of that bucket to keep your plants from drowning. So many people try to get by and get cheap, and they put 1 piece of 4-inch pipe in there, and then they fill it full of soil, and about 80% of that soil is touching the bottom, and it wicks up all that water and it drowns your plants, and they call me and won't know what's going on. Well, that's what we got to do, is cover that bottom, you know, 80 to 90% of it, so that just a little bit of water wicks up through that soil and waters your plant, and you get by with it. Remember, you got to have water, air, and fertilizer. And you're going to drill you a hole up here, you know. According, if you use 4-inch pipe, you're going to drill it 3 inches. If you use, you know, some jugs or something laying in, or maybe some plastic coffee cans in there, you know, you want a little bit of air above that hole. You know, if your container comes up 4 inches, you want to hold it 3 inches. If your container comes up here 6 inches, you want to hold it 5 inches. Something to give you an inch of air above this water and this soil to keep them drowning. Okay, I don't know what else I need to tell you about it. Be sure you feed these plants that you put in here only on the days that you eat. In other words, what I'm saying is I want you to keep fertilizer in here constantly, because you eat every day. You feed your little doggies every day, or your kittens every day. I want you to feed my plants every day. you don't have time to go put out there and put fertilizer every day. So what you do, every time you add water into this box, you put 1 teaspoon per gallon of water of fertilizer into that. If you put 2 gallons in, put 2 teaspoons. If you put 3 gallons in, put 3 teaspoons. Anyway, now you can also put a little white pipe in here. You're going to ask me about that. I didn't bring one over here to show you, but yeah, you put the white pipe in there to fill it with. Some of you are going to say, well, how can I tell how much water's in the bottom of it? Get you a little dowel pin or get you a little rod, plastic rod, metal rod, or anything that'll go right down that little white pipe and let it sit on the ground. When you pick it up, there'll be water up here this so or somewhere like that, and you'll know how much water. If you're down here just 1 inch of water, you better get after it and fill it back up. That's the way you tell how much water's in there. I know some of the other fellers are coming up with some good ideas. Anyway, you can take a piece of styrofoam and put it on a little stick, set it down in there, and mark right there at the top without any water in there. You can mark the top of your pipe with a marker, and then you can see how deep it is to the bottom. And you've got water in there, it's going to float that little piece of styrofoam up, and you'll know whether you got 1 inch or 2 inches or 3 inches of water in there. So there's ways you can do that, a lot of different ways. I'll just leave that open to you to do anything like that. Okay, we're going to shut this thing off. If you like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, punch the button, and we'll come back and make you another video.